In the distant future, on a planet known as Xylaria, the once thriving civilization of the Xylari faced imminent doom. The Xylari, an advanced species with shimmering silver skin and bioluminescent patterns, had been locked in a fierce struggle against the Draken Empire, a ruthless and warlike race from the nearby star system. The Drakons, large reptilian creatures with scales harder than steel, had ravaged Xylaria's cities, leaving destruction in their wake. As the last stronghold of the Xylari was besieged, the Council of Elders convened in a dimly lit chamber. Panic filled the air as they reviewed their dwindling resources and the overwhelming strength of their enemies. Commander Lyra, a fierce and resilient warrior, stood before her fellow elders. Her bioluminescent patterns flickered nervously as she spoke. "We have fought bravely, but the Drakons are relentless. We must consider a desperate measure. We need to call in humans." A hushed silence enveloped the room. The mention of humans stirred both hope and apprehension. The Xylari had long regarded humanity as unpredictable and chaotic, yet they had also seen the tenacity and creativity that had allowed humans to thrive in harsh environments. After hours of heated debate, the council reluctantly agreed. A signal was sent through the vastness of space, reaching Earth, a planet teeming with humanity's ambition and ingenuity. Within days, a response came, and a small fleet of human ships materialized in Xylaria's orbit. Among the humans was Captain Marcus Ryan, a seasoned leader known for his resourcefulness and strategic brilliance. As he and his crew descended to the war-torn planet, they were met with the somber sight of crumbling buildings and the distant sounds of battle. Lyra awaited their arrival, her heart racing with a mix of anxiety and hope. As the humans disembarked, she observed their diverse appearances and unique energy. Some were tall, some short, but all carried an air of determination. "Welcome to Xylaria," Lyra greeted, her voice steady despite the chaos surrounding them. "We have little time. The Drakons will attack again soon." Captain Ryan surveyed the battlefield, taking in the lay of the land. "We'll need a plan. What do you know about their tactics?" Lyra explained the Drakons' strengths, their brute force, their aerial superiority, and their devastating weaponry. The Xylari had relied on advanced technology for defense, but it was clear that strategy and adaptability were now crucial. As the two leaders strategized, they began to realize the potential synergy between their races. The Xylari's advanced technology paired with human ingenuity could turn the tide of battle. They set to work, formulating a plan that involved guerrilla tactics, diversionary strikes, and the use of the planet's terrain to their advantage. Days passed, and the Xylari and humans trained together, sharing knowledge and techniques. Lyra marveled at how quickly the humans adapted, their minds working in ways that complemented her own people's methods. Captain Ryan, in turn, was impressed by the Xylari's technology, which included energy shields and advanced weaponry. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. The ground trembled as the Draken forces advanced, their massive ships blotting out the sun. The combined forces of the Xylari and humans took their positions, ready to defend their last bastion. As the Drakons unleashed their ferocious assault, the battlefield erupted into chaos. Energy blasts lit up the sky and the ground shook with the impact of war. But this time, the defenders fought back with newfound determination. Human fighters darted through the air in sleek ships, while Xylari warriors wielded their advanced weaponry with precision. In the heat of battle, Marcus and Lyra fought side by side. They moved as a cohesive unit, their trust in each other unshakable. Lyra's agility and grace were complemented by Marcus's strategic mind, each anticipating the other's moves. However, just as victory seemed within reach, a colossal Drakon warship descended from the sky. Its commander, a fearsome creature named Garrick, emerged, bellowing orders to his troops. The tide of battle began to shift as the Drakons regrouped, their morale bolstered by their leader's presence. Lyra and Marcus exchanged worried glances. They needed to confront Garrick directly to sow doubt among the Drakon forces. Without hesitation, they made their way toward the warship, dodging debris and fire as they fought their way through the ranks of their enemies. Reaching the ship, they found Garrick standing atop a platform, rallying his troops. With a surge of adrenaline, Marcus initiated a diversion, drawing the attention of the Draken warriors. Meanwhile, Lyra climbed to the platform, her heart pounding.
"Garrick!"
she shouted, her voice echoing across the battlefield. "Your reign of terror ends here." The Draken commander turned, surprise flashing in his reptilian eyes. "You think you can defeat me, little Xylari?" With a swift movement, Lyra unleashed a blast from her weapon, striking Garrick. But he was formidable, his scales absorbing the impact. He retaliated, launching himself at her with terrifying speed. Just as it seemed all hope was lost, Marcus arrived, firing at Garrick. The distraction allowed Lyra to regain her footing. Together, they coordinated their attacks, their movements synchronized like a well-rehearsed dance. In a final desperate maneuver, Lyra and Marcus combined their powers, her energy and his strategic firepower, to create a devastating blast that enveloped Garrick. The Drakon commander roared in rage before collapsing to the ground, defeated. With their leader fallen, the Drakon forces began to falter. The Xylari and humans pressed the advantage, pushing the enemy back. Victory was within reach. As the dust settled, cheers erupted from the combined forces. The Xylari and humans embraced, united in their triumph. "Thank you, humans," Lyra said, her eyes shining with gratitude. "You have saved us." Captain Ryan smiled, the thrill of victory evident. "We fought together, and together we are strong." In that moment, the Xylari and humans knew they had forged a bond that transcended their differences. The battle had seemed lost, but together they had turned the tide. A new chapter began, one of hope, unity, and a promise that they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, together.